6'0", number 12, Steven Adams. The other forward position, at 6'9", number 13, Paul Jacob. Big guard, 6'3" from UCLA.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. The Thunder are looking to grab one for the home fans here in Oklahoma City before heading back out on the road. Avery Bradley, still injured. They're counting the days until he returns.
Yeah, and it's terrible news, Kevin. Never what you want to hear with an injury of that severity. Hard to imagine we're going to see him back out there anytime soon.
I don't see how he comes back from that. Horrible to watch happen right in front of our eyes.
Here are the five for the Clippers. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. Gallinari and Harris, your small and power forwards. And it's Gortat in at the center position. In the early part of the season, Steve, if the chemistry isn't working, what can you do to try to fix that chemistry issue?
You know, obviously the general manager and the coaches, this is where they have to be communicating amongst one another. And they have to have a great feel. Because if it's not working, and this is where you have to look at maybe benching some guys or possibly trading somebody. But that's where communication comes in. You got to have it from management to coaching to players.
Players want to know, don't they? They don't want to be left in the dark. At least they want to know the lay of the land for them.
Most of the...
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
And a terrific bit of chaos there in the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Williams kicks to Harris, shoots over Patterson. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And you saw that offensive flow that they got into, really maximized everything they do well.
What you try to do is dictate the pace, play to your strengths. They were successful at both.
Gortat with the ball, now defended by Adams. Here's Gallinari. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
So much of his offense is perimeter-oriented. Good to see Gallinari attack inside.
Over to the wing. Westbrook against Beverly. Roberson the pass to George. And a miss there on the triple. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And here come the Thunder again. Oklahoma City with a fast break.
Strong move at the rim. Overpowers the smaller defender.
Roberson's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Williams kicks to Gallinari. Harris outside. And there's the pass to Beverly. 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Harris's shot is off.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
George with no one around. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Beverly the pass to Gallinari. They get a hand on it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Lou Williams. Last year, getting it done. 11th in free throw percentage. 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And let's again give him credit for knocking down free throws at such a torrid pace. He was operating in a steady groove all last season.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
And Roberson kicks to Adams, and the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. Here's Adams. Shoots over Gortat.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Gallinari. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The slashing ability of Gallinari. They like to put the ball in his hands and let him go to work.
Patterson can't get it to go.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the three.
To the inside. It's rebounded by Lou Williams.
And a little frustration now, missing on the catch and flush.
You know, because it's all about timing, just unable to connect. One of those plays you really want back.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
And you can be sure they will be counting on their reserves to step up again in a big way.
Harris passes to Williams. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Here's Westbrook.
That's way up there. And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
And he was one of many big names in free agency this past summer. Paul George, a huge part of that. But, you know, Greg, he didn't take long to make his decision.
Many expected George to maybe jump to the Lakers. Had been saying it was his dream to play in L.A. for over a year. But credit Westbrook and the Thunder. They won him over. He was one of the first signings in free agency to re-up with OKC.
And he makes the first.
The Clippers are trying to revamp their roster. They will pursue the big-time free agents. We all know the L.A. market, it's a big selling point.
He's perfect from the line this time. Smitty, even as they aggressively court star free agents, the Clippers were some of the best draft assets they've had in a decade.
You're totally right. From 2010 until this past draft lottery, they didn't draft no higher than 25th. 2 lottery picks this summer, adding some young blood to their roster.
Here's Patterson. Gets an open look and hits. Clippers trail by 6. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Doc Rivers for a minute. I asked him what reasons he cited for their disappointing record so far. He said, it's not to put a finger on. I think we may lack the killer instinct of some of the better clubs. We haven't displayed the confidence to finish teams off even when we have them on the ropes. It's been a rough year for them, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And Williams, here we go. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, there are certain players who just seem to have a knack for putting the ball in the basket. Lou Williams is in that category.
And Lou Williams, not the biggest, not the most athletic, but Greggy finds ways to score.
Yeah, you know, whether he's creating space or creating contact, very few play that cat and mouse game better than Lou Williams.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Well, you talk about a professional scorer, that's Lou Williams. The former 6th man of the year is instant offense.
Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. He hits both from the stripe. You know, Lou Williams is just getting more and more efficient year after year.
Yeah, he's starting to make threes at a high clip. A crafty finisher in the lane and tremendous at working himself to the line.
Gortat inside. Adams defending. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. Number 1, the Thunder. 4th, the Clippers.
So many second-chance opportunities for both of these clubs a season ago, and they really took advantage.
Screen by Adams. Westbrook kicks to George. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Adams. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Westbrook. From deep. The shot comes out, so the Clippers will take it the other way. Gallinari wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Gallinari's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A consistent shooter. Gallinari can light the tree from deep.
Here's Westbrook. Gord's out with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
And it's Westbrook again missing. Adams against Harrell. Harrell setting the pick for Williams. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Here's Robert.
Oh, wow.
Watch it. It's a beautiful jam.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Beverly the pass to Williams. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. A different look for Oklahoma City. Noel's checked in for Patterson. Felton comes in for Andre Robertson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Marjanovic checked in for the Clippers. And Bahamute comes in for Gallinari. Williams with a clean look. Bangs home the trifecta. Williams has got 7 points.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Steven Adams.
For your Thunder, Jeremy Grant.
Los Angeles on D, trailing by 2. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for the Clippers. On the free throw, no good. Steve, you know there are so many ways you can impact the game at crunch time, but there are certain guys, as you also know, that thrive on taking that last shot.
Yeah, Damian Lillard is one of those guys. They call it Dame time. James Harden, Kyrie, you look at Steph Curry. These guys have the basketball in their hands. They want to take the last shot. Kevin Durant, the greats, Russell Westbrook, they want it in their hands to be able to decide the outcome of the game. And they want it all on their shoulders.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Schroeder kicks to George. Out to the right wing. Lob pass to George. And George with the stuff.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Screen by Bahamute. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Grant against Harrell. Here's Williams. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Williams has got 9.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
George against Bahamute. And there it is for him. And the Thunder lead by 4.
This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
Able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel for cheap was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever.
Milos Teodosic, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Teodosic, kicks to MpalavsMikey. And it's sent back by George. Here's Grant. Moves back up. Rebound by Harrell.
You can't ask for a higher percentage look than the one that he got. I think he lost his concentration.
Passes it to Teodosic. Takes the 3. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Further proof that you can't leave anyone in this league that wide open.
Oklahoma City's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Noel passes to George. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 9 points in the game so far.
I like what he's given them tonight. Efficient offense that's helped fuel this lead.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
And here are the numbers for Dennis Schroeder. Last year, getting it done. He was around 19 points a game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's the screen. Right side, Felton. Noel, a screen on MpalavsMikey. Felton can't get it to go.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
It's good. Oklahoma City trailing. Pass to George. Over Scott. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 11 points for George.
We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
Scott with a screen on Schroeder. Double team on Williams. And stolen by Noel. Grant with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Williams against Schroeder. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. And MpalavsMikey kicks to Harrell. Williams for 3. That shot no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Thunder lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Oklahoma City. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me. In my darkest days, I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine, so.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
You know, sometimes gambling gets you in trouble, but in that first quarter, it was just the opposite.
The forwards, George and Grant. Felton is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Noel in at the center filling out the middle. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. Williams passes to Marjanovic. Stolen by Grant. Here's Schroeder. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Tremendous work inside by Dennis, using every inch of his frame to finish.
And Jeremy Grant, great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jerian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career. Well, Dennis Schroeder showed he can handle high usage in an offense. Was the first option for the Hawks this past season. Even with defenses keyed in on him, he was able to average right around 20 points.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Schroeder, he said he learned how to deal with all that extra defensive attention.
And being able to stay productive when dealing with the best opposing defender goes a long way in the NBA. Schroeder also managed to cut down on his turnovers while taking on more of a playmaker role. Strong year for him offensively, and I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to grow as a player.
And looks like looking to create a culture change. Team whose chemistry makes it more than the sum of its parts.
You know, you can have all the talent in the world, but it's hard to win if people aren't pulling in the same direction. They want to create the right environment and then find players who fit.
Grant kicks to George. Back to Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Beverly, the pass to Marjanovic. Over Noel. Marjanovic, no good.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result.
You always hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. Talk a little bit about the unique bond that you NBA players, Steve, share.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that brotherhood is something special, Kevin, because there are guys that's going through some of the same situations you've been through, and especially when you get a chance to talk to some of the veterans. And then the younger guys, when you become a vet, you share all that knowledge. And then what I love about it, that brotherhood, even when you retire, you get a chance to still keep in touch, and you see the evolutions of a lot of those players' families. You see their kids grow, and you love to still be a part of that unique situation.
That free throw good from Felton. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in. Good on both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Harris. The rebound by Steven Adams.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
Schroeder, it's deflected, and he gets it back. Now, here's Scott. His last outing, he had 8 points. And finished off by Scott.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Schroeder kicks to Noel. It's stolen by Harris. Outside, Scott. That one a little long. Oklahoma City leading by 9. To the inside. Adams trying to free himself up. Second chance shot. Some solid defense from Harris.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Slowly but surely, Harris continues to elevate his game. The shooting, the playmaking, the ability to make a difference.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
And he knocks down the first one. Steve Tobias Harris with plenty of stops in his young NBA career so far. You wouldn't guess it, though, from his talent level.
Year after year, he advances his offensive arsenal. He's become one of the most dangerous scorers in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Noel. Roberson comes in for Grant. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Raymond Felton. And Harris drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Westbrook passes to Schroeder. They set the screen. Patterson. And he's good on the three ball. Patterson's got 7 points in the game.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
And the Clippers call time here. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And simply put, they couldn't score. They never got completely in sync in that one.
Well, that's putting it mildly. They were in total disarray. I have no idea where their heads were that night.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
There's a screen by Gortat. Scott kicks to Gortat. Beverly for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Beverly's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Back to Westbrook. Over Beverly. Westbrook, no good.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down.
He dishes it to Schroeder. Over to the left wing. Again, Oklahoma City.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Scott kicks to Gortat. The feed to Harris. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. Harris has got 9 points.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
Westbrook dishes to Schroeder. Out to the right wing. Here's Patterson. Off target from outside.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Harris kicks to Scott. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. And now just a 1-point Thunder lead. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Adams with the screen on Gallinari. Screen by Adams. Here's Schroeder. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Gortat's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
When he's not shooting threes, you'll find Patrick Beverly at the rim.
Tight game here in Oklahoma City. Here's Westbrook over Beverly. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
And he makes the first. And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season. Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs, that's the real question.
He doesn't get the second one.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Here's Gallinari. He can't get that one to fall. Adams, some nice D. Shoots. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Patterson's got 7 points for the quarter.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Westbrook. Westbrook with the steal. Here's Patterson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Patrick Patterson with his great shooting stroke, always looking comfortable at the free throw line.
Smitty, you look at how teams run their offensive sets. Are we in a pick-and-roll era right now, or has the tide shifted away from that a little?
No, I think so. I think we're looking at a lot of teams running pick and roll, especially we have 2 fantastic players involved. It's hard to defend, especially when there's a great talent at the guard spot and a big, then it's hard for you to switch. But I'm looking at right now, because of spacing, and because of the use of the corner 3, we're looking at a lot more pick and rolls used at the top of the key versus when I played, we used a lot of side pick and rolls.
And not just smalls given to bigs, but bigs throwing down low to smalls.
Yeah, and a lot of these bigs are running the pick and rolls, and the guards are setting the picks.
Right. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Gallinari passes to Harris. The rebound by Patterson.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And Westbrook gets it to go.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that 3rd foul this early.
Here's Harris. He's coming off a 16-point game against Washington.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
And what it looks like now, guys, their confidence is growing, and so is this lead.
But they can't just sit back and enjoy it. They need to keep up the momentum.
That's good from Schroeder. And Russell Westbrook. He is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game. The amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for Los Angeles. Harrell kicks to Gallinari. There's a screen by Gortat. Back to Harrell. Just 5 to shoot. To stop the run. Got a piece of it. Here's Patterson. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Williams outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got 12 points in the game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Westbrook dishes to Schroeder. Screen by Adams. Over Williams. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Harris passes to Williams. Great D that time from Westbrook.
He can't find his mojo. Tough quarter for him scoring the basketball.
No good.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still to keep a positive mindset.
The Thunder with another miss.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Especially in this quarter. He's had a few shots that looked like they would fall, but things haven't gone his way.
Schroeder outside. Patterson setting the pick for Schroeder. Patterson the screen. Schroeder kicks to Roberson. Floats one up, and the layup is good. He's got 8.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Noel's checked in for Oklahoma City. Paul George comes in for Roberson. And is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Clippers are going in a new direction. Now, Coach Doc Rivers said, we had a shot. I don't think anybody understands how hard it is to win a title. Until you do that, you're going to be frustrated a lot. You have to make tough decisions. Kevin?
They're trying to make the right decisions to rebuild better than before, D.A. Thanks. The Clippers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
And Harris drops them both.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter. And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
There's a screen by Gortat. Outside Williams. Gortat with the screen for Williams. No good on the triple.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this lead. He's been off all night.
George against Gallinari. Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent him, GA, from converting that one.
He's one of the best offensive rebounders in the league, and he demonstrated why right there.
Feeds it to Gallinari. Over George. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And there's the pass to Noel. Fades and shoots. The shot misses. And the Clippers will come the other way. Gortat, the pass to Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Because of his versatility, Tobias Harris can score in a number of ways, and tonight it's been in volume.
Westbrook against Williams. Westbrook can't get it to go. LA has gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Gallinari dishes to Williams. Harris against Felton. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
An all-around handful to deal with. Tobias with the strong move for the potential +1.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Grant's checked in. The Clippers also making some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Harrell. And Mbamute comes in for Gallinari. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Here is Felton. 19 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Westbrook. Over Williams. And no good trying to get that one.
And the defense by Lou, using his experience and quickness to get in good position.
Tobias Harris, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the LA Clippers. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they were lighting it up from three, and that was the difference in the first half. They did a good job of running off screens, spotting up, and getting rid of the ball quickly. And their shot selection, solid.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it or make silly passes. Nothing was forced. They had a nice flow to the offense. Guys knew where to be on the floor. That's the heads-up style of play they need to bring in the second half.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City, everyone. You can see Chesapeake Energy Arena there in the background as the cars stream down I-40. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
Man, through the first two quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
He did a nice job reading their plays as they were developing. His anticipation was off the charts.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Harris and Gortat are up front. Williams and Gallinari out on the perimeter. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position.
You know, bursting off the screen, Williams makes a quick decision, takes it himself.
And Roberson kicks to Adams. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Gortat's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Harris a screen. Williams passes to Gallinari. And it's sent back by George. Here's Patterson. And that one comes up a bit short.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
And Greg Paul George, the league leader in steals and deflections in 2018.
And Frank Vogel, who coached him at Indiana, said he always thought PG had Allen Iverson's instincts in Scottie Pippen's body. He's talented enough to disrupt without gambling.
Gallinari on the wing, defended by George. Paul George with the steal.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
And 6'7" swingman Andre Robertson out of the University of Colorado, one of the league's premier defensive specialists.
And Kevin, there's a reason he started for most of his career, and it has nothing to do with his shooting. Now returning from that ruptured patella tendon, will he regain that elite defensive form? Only time will tell.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Clippers in the lead. And Beverly kicks to Gortat. Back to Beverly. Gallinari outside. Gortat with a screen on Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Williams can't get it to go.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
Gortat, the pass to Beverly. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. There's the double team with Westbrook. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. And Beverly kicks to Gortat. Williams has a screen for Gortat. Jumper off the screen, but he recovers it. It's Williams with the drive. Adams, the pass to George.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19, already a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good. So he picks up just one from the line that time. The Clippers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And plenty of bumping and elbowing inside as ever. Steven Adams strong enough, though, to come out on top of that battle.
Yeah, not shy at all about contact. Grew up the youngest of 18 children. He had to hit above his weight for over a decade. Now he's got the upper hand.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Gortat with the screen for Williams. Pocket 6, poke loose. He kicks to Beverly. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Outside, George over Gallinari. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Paul George. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Gortat with the ball, now defended by Adams. There's a screen by Gortat. Westbrook with the steal. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
Scotty's checked in for the Clippers.
What's up, gentlemen?
That one drops. He ties it up. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And Beverly kicks to Gortat. Beverly sets the screen for Gortat. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Adams outside. The kick out to Westbrook. To the middle. Here's Patterson. And that one goes, feeding him with the lead pass.
I love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Passes to Williams. There's a screen by Gortat. Looking to end the run. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for George.
Well, this is what you wanted to see from him. I mean, he's not settling for anything and is going right at the defender, taking the ball to the rim whenever he can. And the attitude he's had on offense is keeping his team flying around, as his energy is contagious out there right now.
The first one falls.
Another thing coaches love about Williams, he's a high percentage free throw shooter who gets to the line often.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Williams drops them both.
And Williams is sort of the classic instant offense guy. Whether he's coming off the bench or starting, he can provide a spark whenever they need one.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And Beverly kicks to Williams. Gortat with a screen on Schroeder. Back to Beverly. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Westbrook's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Down low. Adams down low. Gortat's there.
That's his first defender, Steven Adams.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Gortat. And he can't hit the second.
Doc Rivers, the coach of the year in 2000 with the Orlando Magic, a championship with the Boston Celtics in 2008, a great career as an NBA coach.
And Doc Rivers came to the Clippers after he avoided a rebuild in Boston, but he's staying put in LA for the revamp.
A guiding voice for this team through some turbulent years. I think he's invested in making the Clippers a destination franchise.
falls for Williams. Well, Thunder have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Addison passes to Schroeder. Addison setting the pick for Schroeder. Scott pulls it in.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Screen by Adams. And George kicks to Adams. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Nerlens Noel checks in for Patterson. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Mbaamute's checked in. Good on the second free throw. Los Angeles has gotten going here in the second half from outside. 3 of 4 from the arc. Williams kicks to Mbaamute. George with the defensive effort.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button, and you wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title of president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, DA, he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
It's stolen by Adams. Schroeder outside. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead. The Clippers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Pass to Scott. Here's Harrell. A second chance effort. And the rejection by Noel. Schroeder with the ball. Williams picks him up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Dennis Schroeder is a player who's at his best going to the rim. Very athletic, can twist and contort his way to the paint. Good length with his frame to get shots up quickly.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. Steve, with Schroeder, he is fearless when attacking the rim or attacking any defender.
And sometimes players who are that aggressive don't take care of the ball. That used to be the case with him, but he's worked on it. He's made a point to improve his turnover rate.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Grant comes in for Adams. And it's Felton in for Russell Westbrook. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
Felton against Williams. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Marjanovic, a screen on Felton, and the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the pass to Mbaamute. Marjanovic with a screen for Beverly. Pass to Marjanovic. Can't cash in from close range. Now the Thunder with it. They're on an 18-7 run. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Noel. And all time here.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. The Thunder in fourth.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Clippers trail by 9. Beverly the pass to Marjanovic. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Last season, he played outstanding. Second in steals and amongst the league's top-tier scorers. Top 20 in points per game.
And looking back at his #2 steal rate, yeah, he did gamble a little bit, you're right. But he also played some hard-nosed on-ball defense, and that was key. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. When you look around the NBA, are there any small issues you think could grow into bigger issues, Steve, going forward?
Take a break.
Well, I think the one
shots.
issue right now is what are teams doing at the end of the year versus trying to stay competitive and win games or trying to look possibly down in the NBA draft lottery.
Right.
I think that's one of those problems that we have to address. I think also small markets, I don't think that's much of a problem if you have organizations in the forefront. Winning is in the forefront. I don't think whether it's small market or big market, guys do look at that as far as endorsements, but I don't think that'll be a problem.
Picked by Harrell to stop the drought. Williams can't get it to go.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
Shoots from 14. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Kicks to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
Marjanovic passes to Williams. Rebound by Raymond Felton. The Thunder leading by 15. Tries it from 19. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Harrell down low. He's covered by Grant. And it's Harrell missing.
Nice move inside. Has the defender beat. Just fails to finish.
Here's George. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And here's Beverly. 10 points for him. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He can hit it from deep, but needs a little more room to operate. And the defense wouldn't give it to him.
Clippers trail by 15. Marjanovic passes to Beverly. And the rejection by Noel. 1:39 left to play in the third. Beverly against Schroeder. to halt the run. The offensive rebound. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
And they're passing very crisply here.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And Beverly kicks to Williams. Got a piece of it. Passes it to Harrell. Picked by Harrell. Shot clock at 5. Deep 2 from Beverly. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got his 6th rebound on the night.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. And he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
Schroeder kicks to George. There's a screen by Noel. Mbamute against George. It's good. George has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. Here's Beverly, and an air ball on that one. Way off. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 15. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
We're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. They've got Nerlens Noel, Andre Robertson out there with Patrick Patterson. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Felton in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Clippers trail by 15. Marjanovic kicks to Harris. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Tries again. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Beverly against Schroeder. Pass to Gortat. Back to Beverly, and stolen by Noel. And Patterson kicks to Felton.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Los Angeles making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. Raymond Felton hits them both. Clippers trail by 17. To the paint. Here's Gortat, and it's Gortat finishing it off.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Schroeder outside. And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Mbamute. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Oklahoma City. Adams comes in for Noel. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Raymond Felton.
Russell Westbrook.
The feed to Patterson. Screen by Adams. 5 to shoot. Here's Roberson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Scotty's checked in for the Clippers.
Mike Scott.
Clippers trail by 15. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Knocked away. Westbrook with the steal. Here's Schroeder. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Beverly. Beverly's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Down low. Scott the pass to Beverly. There's a screen by Gortat. Releases from 15. Scott can't get it to go. Oklahoma City leading by 15. Westbrook. Gortat comes up with the rebound. Gortat's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. That's good from Gallinari on the assist by Scott. And that's now 9 points for Gallinari.
Against physical D, Gallinari with the improved strength and body control to finish.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Yes, indeed. The D thought they had him, but he still found a way to get it done.
There's a screen by Gortat. Scott dishes to Beverly. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 5th foul.
Oh, my goodness. His 5th foul. One more, and he's done for the evening.
And the Thunder making a switch here. George is checked in. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Gortat with a screen on Westbrook. And it's Beverly missing.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
Lobbed up there for Westbrook. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. There's a screen by Gortat. Outside, Scott. Back to Beverly. Over Westbrook. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all. And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Inside, Gortat, and it's Gortat finishing it off.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
And Roberson kicks to Adams. This one for 3, and Russell Westbrook good for 3. Westbrook's got 7 now in this quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Beverly against Westbrook. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Beverly. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Westbrook. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And Marcin Gortat, the Polish hammer, in the final year of a 5-year, $60 million deal. Greg, he's been worth every penny.
He has, but he turns 35 this season. He'll be motivated to earn that next contract, but now on the downslope. We may see his role evolve over the next few years.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Clippers trail by 18. And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. Sent back by George. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal foul. Russell Westbrook.
Two shots.
And the first one drops. Williams is checked in for Mike Scott. Good on both. NBA wants to keep things competitive, and one way to do that was to make some changes, Steve, to the draft lottery odds. Do you think it'll be enough?
You know, I think it's the right call for them. I think the bottom 3 teams all have the same odds for the top 3 spots now, and it'll be much more even to distribute the odds for the back half of the lottery. Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Westbrook against Beverly. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Beverly, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. And the Clippers making a change here. Thornwell's checked in. Tobias Harris in his 8th season in the NBA and still just 26 years old.
Yeah, I mean, 1 season at Tennessee, and he has slowly but steadily improved each year. And, you know, he's gotten stronger, more consistent with his long-range shooting, and he's found his calling as one of those prototype small ball 4s.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, love the attitude he's playing with here in the second half, going strong to the hoop and getting to the free throw line.
So he gets them both. Clippers trail by 20. Here's Thornwell, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Thursday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Friday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando.
And for that game against the Trailblazers, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
Westbrook with the bucket.
Extended the lead. This has been a great year for him offensively.
Now here's Williams. Not a lot of room. Harris outside. Shoots over Patterson. That shot off. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Outside Westbrook. Outside for George. Here's Adams. Doesn't go that time. Gortat with the defensive effort.
You know, this is a time when you don't have to force anything. You're in command of this game.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
And Adams with the slam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Clippers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%. Gortat with a screen on Patterson. Here's Harris. Harris missing again. The Thunder leading by 23. Here's George. And it doesn't even draw iron. Here's Gortat. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Patterson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
You know, on a pretty good night for these guys overall, his shooting has been the biggest weakness. I'm not entirely sure what the defensive strategy was there, but it worked poorly. He loves taking that shot.
It's Westbrook with the drive, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Marcin Gortat. When you look at today's NBA salaries, Steve, do you feel the responsibility to learn financial management falls mostly on the players, or should the league do even more to help them find out about what they're going to do with all this money?
You know, I think it's the responsibility of both. I think the Players Association, also the NBA, and I think organizations as well. I think you look at it, we're all involved to get a chance to help these youngsters. It's not easy for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old to become a millionaire overnight. That's just not something that you're used to, and handling that, it has been a problem for some players in the past.
And the Clippers making a change here. Harrell's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Clippers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. There's a screen by Gortat. There's the lob for Harris, and stolen by Patterson. Drive by Adams. The dish now to Robertson. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
But they'll get another chance. Harris a screen. Harrell kicks to Harris. Gallinari on the wing. Steve, looking around the league, name a few current players who you think will go down as the greatest in their franchise's history.
Well, the one name that comes to mind first is LeBron James, and several franchises he's played for. Also, Dirk Nowitzki, reason why he's a fantastic player. He's only been with one franchise, the Dallas Mavericks. I think Steph Curry, I think Russell Westbrook, and I think James Harden. Obviously, in Houston, you have Akeem Olajuwon. He has a chance if he can win the MVP and keep playing at this level for several more years.
Good examples. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Williams kicks to Gortat. Harrell setting the pick for Harris. Shot clock at 6. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Westbrook, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, he hasn't been able to get to the line as much as he did in that first half. Credit the defense for making the adjustment.
And Harris drops them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
The Thunder leading by 22. Schroeder kicks to George. Well, Steve, we've just come out of the first year where we saw legislation from the NBA about resting players. How do you feel about the new rules so far?
You know, I like them. I love that when you start to see these teams that was resting players on national televised games. But I think overall, just resting players. I think our contract says that we play 82 games unless you're injured. And if a guy is injured, you understand. But I love the new rules that was implemented.
I agree. They throw good, Adams. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Feeds it to Gallinari. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And Danilo Gallinari, a 6'10 small forward. Steve, good size for his position, obviously.
Yeah, one concern is on the defensive end. It's his foot speed. But on the offensive end, he uses that size to his advantage.
And he knocks down the first one. Steve, more and more we're seeing NBA players speak out on societal issues. Do you think it's gone too far in any way, or do you think it should go even farther?
No, I think players should speak up. I think in all, all our 4 major sports, in any possible way, I think guys should get a chance to weigh in on what they feel individually. Freedom of speech, and I think our players is just like everybody else. You have freedom of speech. You should be allowed to speak up on issues.
Screen by Adams. Harris against Schroeder. And here's George for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Clippers shooting not great, 40% for the game. Now Harris to the inside. It's stolen by Adams. Schroeder with the ball. Gortat with the block. Ball's knocked loose.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Russell Westbrook.
What I like that he came ready to compete in this game, but he did it under control. Tremendous poise, never seemed to be in a hurry, just played the game the right way.
And here we go. Gallinari heading to the hoop. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Money from the wing.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
Adams sets the pick for Patterson. Patterson a screen on Williams. 4 on the clock. George from deep three-point land. That 3 off the mark. Now here is Harris. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where is your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.